Thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2. It's a great day to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's jump right in. Let me show you why with a few examples of Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome. It is real, it is nasty, and it has nothing to do with football. Let's jump into the first video and go from there. Okay, do you really think she's at the shooting range shooting at Aaron Rodgers' jersey because she's mad that he's no longer on the Packers? No, she wasn't. She wasn't in the range for that reason. It wasn't up to Aaron Rodgers if he stayed and played for the Green Bay Packers. The team didn't want him anymore. She's shooting his jersey because she is mad that he is anti-vax. This video is from 4 years ago, exactly when the COVID hoax came out. The COVID hoax created to steal an election from President Trump, which the plan, the mission was accomplished, and that's what it did. And another tolerant liberal, this is how they handled it. Those loving, tolerant Democrats. This is how they handle everything when somebody has a different opinion. This nut job, she goes to the shooting range and shoots Aaron Rodgers' jersey. You call that normal? It's not normal. And this whole narrative that Aaron Rodgers is selfish and he's all these terrible, horrible things, it stems from him being anti-vax, and that's it. Because every indication that we've ever heard from any teammate that's ever played with Aaron Rodgers has said he's been a great teammate. High school coaches, college coaches, NFL coaches, every single teammate. And if you watch Enigma and you really get to know Aaron Rodgers and you put your Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome to the side and you watch that show, that 3-part series, you will know that racist Ryan Clark, woke ESPN, and the national media and Democrats all attacked Aaron Rodgers for one reason. He was anti-vax. And the second reason is this. I've never heard Aaron Rodgers ever say that he was Republican or conservative or for President Trump. But since he gets put in that category, that's why he gets attacked. Because remember, RFK and Enigma went to Aaron Rodgers, asked Aaron Rodgers to be his vice president. We didn't really get an answer from Aaron Rodgers. I think he was going to do it. And RFK is considered a defector from the Democratic Party. So all Democrats now and all insane liberals despise RFK and they despise Aaron Rodgers. And that's another reason for this false narrative created by the media that Aaron Rodgers is selfish. Now, this is Aaron Rodgers' derangement syndrome in a positive way. I admire this young man for being a critical thinker, a free thinker, and admiring one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers. And he's going to proudly wear the black and gold this year and ride off into the sunset with a Super Bowl championship and ring back to Malibu on a surfboard and let all the liberal tears flow. I just can't wait.
Wear something that you would wear on a date. So guys are kind of looking good and they're kind of dressed up. And I wore my Aaron Rodgers jersey. I was like, wear something I'm going to wear on a date. I'm wearing my damn Aaron Rodgers jersey. Take that. So I put it on. I'm like, screw it. I don't care. Coach Tom Hager.
Now let's watch this little cream puff. He gets mad that the Pittsburgh Steelers signed Aaron Rodgers. So he quits being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I wouldn't expect anything less from some of these demented liberals. Let's jump into the video.
Today, June 5th, 2025, I'll never be a Steelers fan again.
Steelers fans are losing it today. Rodgers signs, skipped trolls, and somebody literally lit a Minka jersey on fire. What?
Damn, what did Minka Fitzpatrick have to do with it? He couldn't go, he's so cheap and so broke down and such a bum, he couldn't even go out and get an Aaron Rodgers jersey to burn.
Rodgers is officially a Steeler. 1-year deal up to $19.5 million. He's rocking number 8, not Terry Bradshaw's legendary number 12, and the fan base is split, half hyped, half heated. And of course, Skip Bayless wasted zero time, said Rodgers is a diva, and Mason Rudolph might actually be a better fit. Troll move, or is Skip actually onto something? Then it went off the rails. A Steeler fan literally burned a Minkah Fitzpatrick jersey in protest. Cam Hayward called it bonkers and said fans need to chill out. Look, if you're still hunting for the Father's Day gift, I linked some fire Steelers gear in my bio. If you buy something, you're helping me prove to my wife that people actually use these links, and it actually helps me keep on posting every day. It's a win-win. I drop Steeler updates like this daily, news, trades, rumors, and wild moments just like this. So hit.
That's what tolerant liberals do. They act out in violence if somebody has a different opinion than they do. Does Aaron Rodgers deserve any of this? He's so bad that you have to burn your jersey and quit being a fan. You saw the other woman, she takes the jersey to a shooting range. Oh, yeah, that's normal behavior. I try to do one bad example of Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome, and then I do one good example of Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome. And I love how certain Steelers fans rally around Aaron because they know he's not being treated properly by the media. So let's jump into this video.
Win a playoff game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm buying an Aaron Rodgers jersey. Let Aaron Rodgers win a playoff game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm buying an Aaron Rodgers jersey. It's as simple as that. I have never bought a jersey in my entire life. And I told y'all, my college roommate, one of my best friends for 30 years, played in the NFL for 10 years. I did not buy his jersey. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers wins a playoff game. I'm buying an Aaron Rodgers jersey, and I'll be wearing it every week on Steelers Almighty. It's happening, people.
I'm getting one too. I'm getting one too. You know how we was kids, and when dudes would do stuff good, we get somebody cutting our hair. I'm gonna get, you know, I like the back of the line with the design. I'm gonna get a Rodgers design back there in the back of my head, man. If we win a playoff game, I'll be walking around with talking about Rodgers so they can look at the back of my head.
The entire stadium, whoever supports Aaron Rodgers should buy the Aaron Rodgers jersey, and the entire stadium should be filled with Aaron Rodgers jerseys just to see liberals cry. I love to see liberal tears when they can't get their way, because you know there's going to be fans inside the stadium. How dare you wear those jerseys? He's an anti-vaxxer. He spread a disease to his team. Ah! Here's another example of Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome. I don't know if he's fooling around or being serious. I'll let you decide.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision...
I don't know. You tell me. Let me hear in the comments section what you make of that. Let's show the positive side of Aaron Rodgers being signed.
What's up, guys? Steeler fans burned their jerseys because we signed Aaron Rodgers. They say Aaron Rodgers is too old and not no good. Well, he was with the Jets last year. I mean, come on. It was the Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers will do good for Pittsburgh this year. I really do. So, yeah. I didn't burn my stuff. I like the Aaron Rodgers signing. Peace. I'm out.
Well, there's an intelligent man. Aaron Rodgers in 2024 threw for 28 touchdowns, threw for just as much yards as Josh Allen from the Buffalo Bills. But according to deranged so-called Steeler fans who are anti-vax, they say that Aaron Rodgers is too old to play football when we all know there are no freebies in the NFL. This fan resorts to drinking heavily to Aaron Rodgers signing.
Big breaking news here. CBS Sports HQ, we have been waiting forever, and now our NFL insider Jonathan Jones confirming it. Aaron Rodgers will be a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. According to JJ, he plans to sign a one-year deal with the Steelers ahead of next week's veteran mandatory minicamp. The wait is over. Future Hall of Famer, according to JJ, will now officially continue his career in Pittsburgh. Should I go to here? So let's bring on two.
Why?
Let's name the Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome the disease that it is. Let's call it the A.R.D.S. That's the new name for Aaron Rodgers derangement syndrome. The A.R.D.S. And plenty of so-called Pittsburgh Steelers fans are suffering from the A.R.D.S. So, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I have a question. Did you really want to go into 2025 with Mason Rudolph as your starting quarterback? Now, he did play well against the Buffalo Bills, in the playoff game that they lost. But guess what? Whenever Mason takes the field, I feel like I'm suffocating, that we're so one-dimensional, and every time he takes a snap, I feel like the world is about to end. You really want to go into the season with that in 2025? Yeah, good luck. Let's hear a guy from another country's take on Pittsburgh Steelers fans burning Aaron Rodgers jerseys.
How's the hate from the Pittsburgh fans buying Aaron Rodgers jerseys just to burn them?
As I said in our chat, that's Brock level hate. That's a league level hate.
Outrageous hate for probably he is easily their best quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger. And probably their best quarterback since Ben Roethlisberger 3 years before he retired.
Yeah.
Maybe
True.
2 years.
Yeah.
No, maybe they're too proud for like the mercenary sort of mindset.
Well,
they can have Mason Rudolph and
or
win
have
games.
you can have Kenny Smallhands back if you want.
Yeah. But which he'll be moving.
We've already seen that movie, so
yeah, I think so too. I look, buying a jersey to burn it, just an incredible waste of money.
Absolute waste of money.
Stupidity.
There's way better ways to waste money.
100%. So so Garrett Wilson got signed. Look, and then they also re-signed Sauce Gardner. How's the hate from the...
This is the smartest take I've heard so far on Aaron Rodgers being signed by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's take a look at this video.
Tamara, Steelers fans should feel blank about their new quarterback.
I don't have a word. I have an emoji. This is supposed to be a prayer hands emoji. Answered prayer. They're so...
She probably doesn't know one stat about Aaron Rodgers. I bet my life if I asked her how many touchdowns did Aaron Rodgers throw in, she wouldn't know. Or the yardage, or the completion percentage. The A.R.D.S. is real.
So happy they're waving their terrible towels right now because let's be real. Mason Rudolph throwing to DK Metcalf didn't move the needle. This will. I really thought that was feet.
Mine is anticlimactic. We knew this was going to happen. But one, it wasn't the most important story yesterday. That, for me, being a political science junkie, I was all in on Elon and Trump. So, sorry, Aaron. There's two other alphas.
Trying to steal the headline.
Two other alphas.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. What the hell does Elon and Trump have to do with Aaron Rodgers being signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers? This is the A.R.D.S. in real time. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Got the spotlight stolen yesterday.
Busy news day. I'm going with the Yinzer appreciation. We know Aaron Rodgers is good friends with Pat McAfee from Pittsburgh, but also he spent a lot of time playing with head coach Mike McCarthy. McCarthy from Pittsburgh. In 2015, Rodgers admitted, hey, he couldn't understand McCarthy's play call because of his accent. So just remember, tight end Darnell Washington, Cam Hayward is not just 7-time Pro Bowler, but he's son of Arnhead Hayward. And, Steeler Nation's going to rock with you. Just add Renegade to the playlist, Rodgers.
Do not become infected with the A.R.D.S. Get your vaccine called the A.R.D.S. so you don't suffer the entire season and you can enjoy the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback in 2025. With that being said, thanks for tuning in to Steel City Football, the 4-1-2.